Seems to me that nothing will ever be enough for the evil in this world. Our country has become unrecognizable. These people have perverted the truth to the point that they motivated the murder of my husband. They have continuously tried to assassinate the president, and anyone who stands in their way is labeled hateful, racist, fascist, and every other trigger word that is grossly dishonest. We want the best for our country. They don't. This is why Charlie started Turning Point USA in the first place. He didn't trust the radicalized liberal teachers. And this past Saturday, it was a school teacher, of all people, a school teacher, that attempted to change our history for the worst with bullets. And everyone is asking why I even went to the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And it was because many of the journalists in that room have attempted to dehumanize me. And I wanted to meet some of them face to face, quite frankly. I forgive him.
What if the most important moment in Erika's speech lasted less than 2 seconds? Because right now, people are rewatching a clip they thought they already understood and suddenly noticing something completely different. At first, nobody paid attention to it. The speech moved fast. The audience reacted normally. Everything seemed routine, but then something changed. Someone slowed the footage down and caught a tiny moment that completely shifted the way viewers saw the entire speech. And this is where it gets strange, because once you notice it, you can't unsee it. So now the question is, what exactly did people miss the first time, and why is everyone suddenly talking about it now? To understand why this tiny moment is causing such a huge reaction, you have to remember how people originally viewed Erika's speech. At the time, most viewers focused on the obvious things, the main points, the crowd reactions, the headline moments people clipped for social media. Nobody was analyzing the small details. At least, not at first. But then something changed. A slowed-down version of the speech started circulating online.
Have a conversation about me
just one
when you can have a
section.
conversation with me.
And suddenly,
so,
people noticed
for example,
something they completely
a journalist from the Daily Mail came up to me. She introduced herself.
A glance.
And she was saying,
a
she was
reaction
very
that
gracious.
lasted
She was
barely
saying,
a second.
"You look so beautiful. I'm so sorry for your loss."
On its own, the moment didn't even
to
seem
which
dramatic.
I replied,
Honestly, most
"It is
people
so
would
nice
never notice it naturally.
to put a name
but
to
once
face,
viewers started replaying
especially
it,
with all of the slander,
the people
the
attached
lies,
to it
accusations that
kept
are out there surrounding
now,
my husband
the internet
and
wasn't
myself.
Just watching the speech.
The only thing that I
it.
fear,
But
to be fully
here's the
transparent
problem.
with you, is being
Tiny
out of the
moments
alignment
become
of God's
dangerous
will.
online because
I
they're
feel
easy
like
to
that is a
interpret
very
however
dangerous
people
position
want.
to be in.
One person sees hesitation. Another sees frustration. Someone else sees nothing at all. And once multiple interpretations start competing, the story spreads fast. And it doesn't stop there. The more people zoomed in on that one moment, the more theories started appearing around it. What caused the pause? Who was Erika looking at? Why did the crowd reactions suddenly feel different once people noticed it? And suddenly, a speech that originally seemed routine started feeling loaded with hidden meaning. Because now, viewers believed there was something beneath the surface they hadn't noticed before. And once the internet believes there's a hidden layer to a moment, everything changes. At first, the moment didn't even seem worth talking about. It lasted maybe a second. Less, honestly. Most viewers missed it completely during the original speech. Because when Erika Kirk was speaking, everyone was focused on the obvious things, the crowd, the message, the big lines people clipped afterward. Nobody was watching the small details. But then something changed. Someone uploaded a slowed-down replay of one specific moment. And suddenly, people noticed a pause. Tiny. Almost invisible at normal speed. But once slowed down, it looked different. And this is where it gets strange. The pause happened right before Erika changed tone. 1 second, she sounded confident. Then suddenly, her expression shifted slightly. Not dramatically, just enough for viewers to start asking questions. But here's the problem. Human brains are built to search for meaning in facial expressions, especially once someone points them out. And that's exactly what happened. Because once viewers noticed the pause, They started attaching meaning to it immediately. And it doesn't stop there. People began zooming in frame by frame, watching her eyes, watching her hands, trying to figure out what caused the shift. Some claim she looked distracted. Others said she looked uncomfortable. And suddenly, a moment nobody cared about originally became the center of the entire speech. And that's when things started falling apart. Because now, the internet wasn't reacting to the speech itself anymore. It was reacting to interpretation. And interpretation spreads faster than facts ever could. But then something changed again. A second angle surfaced. Not from the main broadcast, from someone in the audience. Different lighting, different timing. And weirdly, the moment looked completely different from that angle. Because now, viewers could see something happening off to the side of the stage right before the pause. Not dramatic, just movement. Someone walking near the front row. But online, that movement instantly became part of the theory too. And suddenly, people believed the pause wasn't random at all. They believed Erika had reacted to something specific. And this is where the tension really started building. Because now, the internet had what it always wants. A hidden detail. Something viewers could discover for themselves. And once people feel like they've uncovered something hidden, the emotional investment becomes way stronger. But here's where things got messy. Nobody actually knew what caused the pause. Not one person could prove it. The audience angle was blurry. The sound quality was terrible. And the movement people focused on could have meant absolutely nothing. But online, uncertainty doesn't slow stories down. It accelerates them. Because uncertainty leaves room for imagination. And imagination fills gaps fast. And that's what made this moment explode. Because now, every viewer started seeing something slightly different. Some saw stress. Some saw distraction. Some saw proof of hidden tension. And some saw absolutely nothing unusual at all. But the biggest twist? The more people watched the clip, the more confident they became in their interpretation, even though nobody actually knew what they were looking at. And just when it seemed like the theories couldn't spiral any further, another clip surfaced. And this one didn't just focus on Erika. It changed how people saw the entire room around her. The next clip didn't focus on Erika at all. That's what made it so interesting. Because instead of zooming in on her reaction, this version showed the audience. And this is where it gets strange. Right before the pause everyone obsessed over, a few people near the front row reacted almost simultaneously. Not dramatically. Just subtle changes. One person leaned forward. Another turned toward the side of the stage. Someone else exchanged a quick look with the person next to them. At normal speed, you'd never notice it. But slowed down, it suddenly looked important. And once viewers saw that, the theories exploded again. Because now, people believed the pause wasn't isolated. They believed the entire room had reacted to something at the same moment. But here's the problem. Crowds react constantly during live events. People shift in their seats, look around, whisper to each other. And when you slow normal behavior down enough, it starts looking intentional. And it doesn't stop there. Someone synced the audience footage with the main broadcast. And suddenly, viewers became convinced there was a perfect overlap between Erika's pause and the audience movement. That phrase, perfect overlap, started spreading everywhere because it made the moment sound precise, coordinated, meaningful. But then something changed. A longer version of the audience footage surfaced. And weirdly, the reactions didn't look nearly as dramatic anymore because in the extended clip, people had already been moving around before Erika paused. One person was adjusting their seat. Another had been looking toward the side stage for several seconds already. And suddenly, the perfect overlap started looking a lot less perfect. And that's when things started falling apart. Because now, viewers realized something important. The viral edits had started the clips right before the reactions happened, which made those reactions feel sudden and connected. But with the earlier context included, they looked normal. And that realization changed everything. Because now, people started questioning whether the timing itself had been manipulated emotionally, not faked. just framed carefully. And framing changes perception fast. But then something changed again. A creator uploaded a breakdown explaining how human brains naturally search for synchronized patterns, especially during emotionally charged moments. And once viewers heard that, a lot of the theories suddenly felt different. Because now, people realized they may have been creating connections simply because they expected there to be one. And this is where the tension really escalated. Because now, the story wasn't just about Erika's speech anymore. It was about perception itself. How people interpret pauses, expression, crowd behavior. And once that realization hit, the internet split instantly. One side insisted the moment still felt off. The other side argued viewers had projected meaning onto something ordinary. And neither side backed down. Because once people emotionally attach themselves to an interpretation, logic alone rarely changes it. But here's where it got even messier. The more breakdowns people uploaded, the more conflicting explanations appeared. Some claimed the audience reacted to a technical issue. Others believed someone entered the room unexpectedly. Some said the entire thing was just coincidence. And suddenly, the hidden moment everyone thought they understood became even more confusing. But the biggest twist? That confusion made the clip spread even faster. Because uncertainty keeps people watching, keeps people replaying, keeps people arguing. And that's exactly what happened here. Because now, nobody was just watching a speech anymore. They were searching for meaning inside tiny details that may never have meant anything at all. And just when it seemed like the theories couldn't get any bigger, another discovery surfaced. And this time, it completely changed the way people interpreted Erika's pause from the beginning. The next discovery didn't come from a new angle. It came from audio. And this is where it gets strange. Someone isolated the sound from the exact moment Erika paused. At first, people expected to hear something dramatic. Come on. A distraction. Some kind of interruption. But instead, they found something much smaller. A faint sound near the side of the stage, barely audible. And once viewers focused on it, the entire narrative shifted again. Because now, people started questioning whether Erika's pause had anything to do with the crowd at all. But here's the problem. Low-quality audio is incredibly easy to misinterpret, especially once people expect to hear something specific. And that's exactly what happened. Some viewers claimed the sound was someone speaking. Others thought it was equipment moving. Some didn't hear anything unusual whatsoever. And suddenly, the debate became even more chaotic. Because now, people weren't just arguing about body language. They were arguing about sound. And it doesn't stop there. Audio-enhanced versions of the clips started appearing everywhere. Different filters, different volume levels. And weirdly, every version sounded slightly different. But somehow, each version made viewers more convinced they were hearing the real explanation. And that's when things started falling apart even faster. Because now, the internet wasn't analyzing evidence anymore. It was analyzing interpretation layered on top of interpretation. But then something changed. A professional audio editor stepped into the conversation and pointed something out that completely shifted the mood. They explained that once people are told what they're supposed to hear, the brain starts filling in missing information automatically. And suddenly, the entire situation felt different. Because now, viewers realized they may not have been hearing the audio objectively at all. They were hearing expectation. And that realization hit hard. Because once you expect tension, you start seeing tension. Once you expect hidden meaning, you start hearing hidden meaning too. And this is where the tension really peaked. Because now, the story around Erika's speech wasn't just about one pause anymore. It was about how easily audiences create narratives from incomplete information. But here's where things became truly uncomfortable. People started revisiting the very first viral breakdowns. And they noticed something important. Almost every creator introducing the clip used emotionally loaded language before showing the footage. Watch closely. This changes everything. Look at her reaction. And once viewers noticed that pattern, everything clicked. Because those phrases shaped interpretation before people even watched the clip themselves. And that changed the entire conversation. Because now, the question wasn't, what happened during the speech? It became, how much of this moment was created by suggestion? And that realization completely flipped public reaction. Because suddenly, viewers understood how easy it is to project meaning onto tiny details once someone frames them as important. But the biggest twist? Even after all the explanations, comparisons, and audio breakdowns, people still couldn't stop replaying the clip. Because emotionally mysterious moments are addictive online, even when there's no clear answer. And that's what made this whole situation spiral so far. Not certainty, curiosity. Because once people believe there's a hidden layer beneath something ordinary, they keep searching for it forever. And just when it seemed like the theories couldn't become any more intense, everything escalated again. Because now, the conversation wasn't just about Erika's speech anymore. It was about whether audiences can ever watch viral moments objectively once the internet tells them what to look for. And that's when the entire conversation exploded beyond Erika's speech itself. Because now, people weren't just debating the pause. They were debating perception. And this is where it gets strange. The internet split into two completely different camps, almost overnight. One side believed the moment clearly revealed hidden tension. They argued that even with all the alternative explanations, the pause still felt real, still felt off. The other side believed viewers had been psychologically guided into seeing meaning where there may have been none at all. And both groups were absolutely convinced they were right. That's what made it chaotic. Because once emotion enters interpretation, facts stop settling arguments. But here's the problem. Most viewers never saw the speech naturally anymore. They saw it through layers of commentary first. Reaction videos, zoom-ins, caption, music. People literally telling them where to focus and what to think before the clip even played. And once viewers noticed that, everything changed. And it doesn't stop there. More creators started testing the idea themselves. They uploaded the same clip with different titles. One version framed the pause as stress. Another framed it as confusion. Another framed it as nothing unusual. And the reactions in the comments? Completely different every single time. That experiment spread everywhere. Because suddenly, people realized how dramatically framing changes interpretation. Same footage. Different emotional setup. Completely different conclusions. And that's when things started falling apart even faster. Because now, the conversation wasn't about Erika anymore. It was about how easily audiences can be emotionally steered online. But then something changed again. A behavioral analyst posted a breakdown explaining something called confirmation bias. The idea that once viewers expect to see tension, they unconsciously search for details that confirm it while ignoring everything else. And once that explanation hit the internet, people started rewatching the clip differently. Not looking for hidden meaning, looking for how their brains were reacting. And honestly, that made the whole situation even stranger. Because suddenly, viewers realized they weren't just watching the speech, they were watching themselves interpret it. And this is where the tension really peaked. Because now, creators who originally pushed the hidden moment narrative started facing backlash. Not because the clips were fake, but because they framed ordinary ambiguity like undeniable proof, and that distinction mattered. Because emotionally loaded framing can feel just as convincing as direct evidence. But here's where it became truly uncomfortable. Even after all the breakdowns explaining confirmation bias, framing, and interpretation, the original viral versions still performed better. More views, more engagement, more shares. And that fact exposed the entire system. Because certainty spreads faster than nuance. Always. Especially online. And that's what made this situation feel bigger than one speech. It revealed how viral narratives are often built less through facts and more through emotional direction. But the biggest twist? The story still wasn't finished. Because one final experiment surfaced. And this time, it didn't just expose how creators shape perception, It exposed how audiences themselves unintentionally complete the story in their own heads. And once people saw that, everything changed. And then, the final experiment surfaced. And honestly, it changed the entire conversation overnight. Because someone uploaded Erika's speech with one crucial difference. No caption, no music, no zoom-ins, no commentary, just the raw clip. And this is where it gets strange. Most viewers who watched the raw version without context didn't notice anything unusual at all. No obvious tension, no hidden breakdown, no dramatic reaction, just a normal pause during a live speech, and that realization hit hard, because it proved something massive. The emotional meaning people attached to the moment wasn't coming from the clip alone. It was coming from everything wrapped around it. But here's the problem. Once viewers were told the moment was important, they couldn't stop searching for hidden meaning inside it. And the more they searched, the more meaning they created themselves. And it doesn't stop there. The experiment got even more revealing. People who watched the raw clip first and then saw the dramatic versions later usually stayed neutral. But viewers who saw the emotional breakdowns before the raw footage almost always interpreted the pause as suspicious. That difference changed everything, because suddenly, the internet realized something uncomfortable. The order people receive information shapes the story more than the footage itself. And that's the reveal. Not that Erika secretly exposed something during her speech, but that audiences were psychologically guided into interpreting an ordinary moment as extraordinary. Not through lies, through expectation, through framing, through emotional setup. And if that's true, then the biggest twist isn't about Erika at all. It's about how easily perception can be influenced before people even realize it's happening. When you step back and look at everything together, the pause, the audience reactions, the audio theories, the edited clips, and finally, the raw footage experiment, it stops being about one speech. It becomes about how perception is shaped online. Because what this situation really shows isn't just about Erika Kirk. It's about expectation. Think about it. The moment viewers were told, "Watch closely," their brains automatically started searching for hidden meaning. Every pause felt loaded. Every glance felt intentional. Every tiny detail suddenly seemed important. And this is where it hits deeper. Most people believe they interpret viral moments objectively. But online, interpretation usually starts before the footage even plays. Through captions, music, titles, commentary, all quietly shaping emotional expectation in advance. And that's exactly what happened here. The speech itself was ordinary. The pause itself was ambiguous. But once viewers were emotionally guided toward a specific interpretation, the narrative built itself. And that's what makes this so powerful. Not just what people saw, but how easily audiences completed the story in their own heads without realizing it. And maybe that's the real takeaway. Not whether Erika's pause meant something hidden, but how quickly uncertainty turns into certainty once the internet tells people what they're supposed to notice. So now it all comes down to one question. Did Erika's speech actually contain some hidden moment? Or did the internet convince itself there was one because people were told to watch closely? Because if the exact same clip can feel completely different depending on how it's framed, how many other viral moments online work the exact same way? Drop your thoughts below. Do you think viewers uncovered something real, or did expectations shape the entire reaction from the beginning? And if you want more deep dives like this, make sure you subscribe, because sometimes the biggest online controversies aren't about what happened, they're about what people were guided to believe happened.